What's going on, y'all? Machiavelli Mills TV. Y'all hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. So look, y'all, I meant to talk about this situation when it happened, and it was like immediately like fresh off the press. But I had prior obligations that I had to take care of. So here we are once again, or here we are now. And here we are once again talking about a group of racist antagonizers. Now, what situation am I talking about? I'm talking about the far-right group known as the Fearless Debaters, going on the campus of Tennessee State University to discuss or debate DEI, right? So last Tuesday, I believe, a far-right group that goes by the name of the Fearless Debaters, they came on the campus of Tennessee State University, a historically black college at HBCU. They came on TSU campus around 3 p.m. without any prior notice, might I add. They came on campus without any prior notice, and they came donning Make America Great Again hats. They had signs that read DEI should be illegal. They had signs that said deport all illegals now. And according to the group, they came on campus to bring honest conversation and open debate back to America's college campuses, right? And also according to the group, they were inspired by a right-wing political personality and white supremacist Charlie Kirk. Now, the Fearless Debaters, they didn't call Charlie Kirk a white supremacist. That is my doing, because let's be for real. We all know what type of time Charlie Kirk was on, despite people making him out to be this martyr and making him out to be this, freedom fighter, etc. I don't know what's going on. I know what's going on in America, but yeah, he was no such thing. But anyway, these young men came on campus, they set up, and they were ready to debate. However, they weren't on campus very long because these individuals were escorted off campus by Tennessee State University police after arriving, due to the fact that any demonstration or protest activity requires advance approval and permission, right? These young men did not have permission or approval to be on campus hosting these debates, so they were escorted off of campus. Now, while being escorted off of campus, the Fearless Debaters, they were met with hostilities from the black students at Tennessee State University, and of course they were, right? The black students at TSU were hurling expletives at them. They were engaging in shouting matches with them. TSU students were visibly upset. You had TSU students following these individuals back to their cars while they were being escorted off campus. I think one person threw something at the car, right? And they were shouting at the car and shouting at the individuals that are known as the Fearless Debaters, which is absolutely no surprise to me, right? And it should be no surprise to the Fearless Debaters. But this was a stunt by the Fearless Debaters. Let's be honest. This was a stunt by the Fearless Debaters that was carried out to make young black college kids look irrational, make them look mean-spirited, to make them look aggressive, and to make them look like bullies. But the people who were bullies in this situation was the Fearless Debaters. Let's be honest. They did not come on campus for peaceful debate and peaceful protests and to show we just want to engage in peaceful commentary. No, they came to antagonize black students by debating DEI with them. That was the topic of the conversation, DEI, right? And let's be for real, the Fearless Debaters, they are going to say that, well, DEI is not just aimed at black people. It's aimed at a lot of different ethnicities and a lot of different groups of people. No, we all know that the target, when racists are talking about DEI, they're specifically targeting black folks. Just like the Fearless Debaters' hero, Charlie Kirk, right? He talked about, if I see a black pilot on a plane, I'm wondering if the black pilot is qualified or not, and all of that. Like an airline is going to hire a black pilot that's not qualified. Like they're going to risk that. Like they're going to risk lawsuits just to hire somebody for DEI purposes, just for a quota. Are you serious? That shit don't make no fucking sense. A pilot has people's lives in their hands, right? Why would they just hire a person a black pilot who's unqualified just for a quota, just for DEI? It don't make sense. But these are the things that Charlie Kirk, their hero was saying. Charlie Kirk was also out here saying that black women didn't have the brain processing power to do certain things and all that type of stuff, right? So when these young men are coming on campus to discuss or debate DEI, why would these students be like they know you're out here trying to basically say that people who look like them are not qualified or and for certain positions in employment or qualified for certain positions in scholastic endeavors, and they don't deserve them off of their own merit. When they're debating DEI, they're basically saying that it's a lot of folks that look like black folks that don't deserve to be in positions that they're in, and we need to stop this. Because a lot of people that look like y'all, and they're going to try to throw in other groups, but we know it's really aimed at black folks. A lot of people who look like y'all black folks are not qualified. They're given these positions. They don't work for it. They don't have certain credentials to be in these positions, but they're handed these positions and so on and so forth. Bro, get the fuck out of here. You think these young students are going to meet you with like a peaceful approach when they know you're being racist? Excuse me for stuttering. They know you're being racist. They know you have no good intentions with this debate format when you're debating DEI. They know you're strictly on campus to antagonize black students by saying, hey, a lot of y'all are in positions you don't deserve. We need to stop this. Like, come on, let's be for real, man. Let's be for real. And also knowing the fact that after the demise of Charlie Kirk, after Charlie Kirk's demise, several HBCUs were threatened with violence after his demise. Several HBCUs got all type of threats like crazy, right? And then y'all coming on campus with Make America Great Again hats on and DEI signs and signs that read DEI should be illegal and all of that. You got treated like a threat. You got treated like antagonizers, as you should have been treated. As you should have. You should have been treated like that. Because you were coming on campus with that intention to antagonize people, and you got treated like a threat. Because look at the threats that came around to HBCUs after Charlie Kirk's death, when black folks had nothing to do with Charlie Kirk's death. Just another way to blame black folks. Black folks ain't nobody black unalive Charlie Kirk, you know? But with the fearless debaters knowing this, they came on campus trying to start shit. Stop messing with black folks, man. Trying to come on campus to mess with black folks, you know? And again, with HBCU students knowing this, they knowing it's been threats on HBCUs all across the country, knowing that, you think that these students are going to meet you with hugs and kisses and pounds and handshakes? Absolutely not. When you got on offensive apparel, when you you donning signs that we know has a lot of racial overtones. A lot of is the signs you're donning, the clothes you're wearing, and with the slogans that's on you, is racism all up and through those slogans and statements. And you think these black students are gonna hug and kiss you when you come on campus? Absolutely not. Absolutely not, right? And one of the individuals from the Fearless Debaters, Cam Hybe, he came on Twitter talking about the students stole their stuff. They followed them to their car. They shouted Black Power at them. You know, they attacked their car. They blocked their exit off of the campus and all of that. Then he gets on Twitter and posts another tweet after saying all of those things. He came on Twitter and posted another tweet that read this: defund Tennessee State University. He put up a tweet that said defund Tennessee State University, which is his entire goal in the first place. These men like this hate the fact that HBCUs exist, and they want to go to these campuses to paint these schools to be full of nothing but vile, heinous students who spew hatred. So that was their goal. That was their goal by going to the campuses anyway. Their goal was to show that, oh, these HBCUs, they're producing nothing but mean-spirited, hateful students, so that, you know, people can look at the existence of HBCUs as a threat. That was their goal. So people can look at the existence of HBCUs as a threat and to look at HBCU students as vile when they were the ones on campus trying to poke at the black students. Let's be for real, man. Let's be for real. And when I saw these young dudes, I say, you know what, man? For all this, Charlie Kirk was a great Christian, and he was spreading great ideals, and he was spreading a positive movement out here, and it was nothing but positivity coming from him. That's the shit that Bruce Pearl, the now resigned, the former head coach at Auburn University, right? Bruce Pearl was out here saying stuff like that, and I made a whole video on Bruce Pearl. But when I think about people saying stuff like this, I'm like, look at the people who are spawning from Charlie Kirk's rhetoric, spawning from his movement, rather. Look at the people spawning from that, the fearless debaters. Out here, just a bunch of ignorant, racist antagonizers. I'm looking like, come on, man. And this is the thing, too, because I'm seeing a lot of the fearless debaters and a lot of the followers of the MAGA followers and Charlie Kirk followers and the fearless debaters followers, right? A lot of them are saying things like this. Well, look at the left. They don't even want to peacefully debate with us. Look at the black students. They don't even want to hear us out. They don't want to even have a peaceful debate. They don't want to have a respectful debate with us. They're irrational. They're so irrational. They don't even want to talk to us peacefully. And I'm like, dog, see, this is the shit I'm talking about right here. This is the new racism that they got going on right now, right? That whole, let's debate racist beliefs. Let's debate racist beliefs and ideals as if these beliefs are rational or valid, right? As if these beliefs are rational or valid. And then let's shame those who refuse to engage in a debate with us about racism. Like, come on, man. Let's shame the people who refuse to debate with us. Let's shame them as uneducated heathens and just irrational, ignorant, disrespectful people. These racist motherfuckers, they are something else for real. They're hiding it's really overt racism. They're hiding their racism, hiding their bigoted ways behind intellectualism, right? This is a whole new approach. Let's hide our racist ways, our bigoted ways behind intellectualism. Let's, the intellect. Let's have debates and debate all this other, debate these things. Like, why the fuck am I going to debate racist ideals with you? Why would I do that? There's nothing good is going to come from that. You're not going to change your mind. Your mind is made up. This is who you are. There's no change in your mind at all. And why are we debating racism? What sense does that make? These people know right from wrong. They know that what they're saying is BS. They know that what they're saying is racist. They know a lot of the stuff that they're saying and doing and the slogans they're coming up with and then the policies they pushing is rooted in racism. They all know this already, right? So there's no sense of us sitting down and debating with them other than for optics to look like, hey, we can all be civilized. We can agree to disagree. I'm not agreeing. I'm not trying to come down and peacefully talk about you hating black people and you despising black folks and you having these racist ways in you. No. Wow. There's a lot of people that feel like that's a waste of time, and it is, because it's no changing their minds at all. They know what they're doing. They know what they're saying and what they're spewing is wrong, and they don't give a fuck. They don't care. So let's sit down and debate. And the whole thing about shaming people who don't want to debate racism. Nobody wants to debate your racist ways. For what? Trying to shame people for not sitting down and debating your racist ways is just, come on, fam. It's ignorant. It's ignorant as hell. And nobody doing that. And then I'm seeing people trying to place a label of immorality on the black students at Tennessee State University, right? Oh, look at them. They're putting up their middle finger. They're cursing at the fearless debaters. Oh, they're yelling and shouting. Oh, they're following them to their car. Look how mad and angry they look. Like, are we for real, dog? Of course they look mad and angry. They know these young men came on campus with the intention of being racist and antagonizing them in order to make black folks look irrational and just misbehaved and degenerate, etc. That whole black fatigue movement they've been pushing for a while now. This whole notion that black folks are somehow more inherently immoral or degenerate than any other group in America, and that everybody is just tired of it. And white America is tired of the degeneracy of black America. And I always sit on here and tell y'all, when I was in grad school at Arkansas State University, a predominantly white institution in Jonesboro, Arkansas, I saw white degeneracy up close and personal. From the frat boys getting accused of sexual assault, right? From the frat boys getting accused of racist type of things happening at the frat houses, to young white boys, young white men getting the hell up out of there on their children, on their mothers, on their children's mothers, because you know they make it seem like being baby mamas just a black thing. Oh, I saw white baby mamas like a motherfucker in Jonesboro, Arkansas. White dudes getting up out of there on their baby mama, getting up out of there on the mother of their children, and not even taking care of the baby. They forget about the baby, forget the girl, I'm gone. I saw that happening in Jonesboro, Arkansas, up close and personal. So I'm here to say that degeneracy happens across all different groups of people, all different groups, all different ethnicities, black, white, Hispanic, Asian, Native American, all different groups, Arabs, all of that. Degeneracy happens across all different ethnic groups. But for some reason, black folks get painted inherently more degenerate than everybody else under this black fatigue movement, right? So when I know that black fatigue movement is going on, I'm not going to paint this brush. I'm not going to use this paintbrush to paint the Tennessee State University students as immoral. I'm not doing that at all when I know these kids were antagonized, right? And I'm not going to do that when I watch grown-ass white men and women rush the nation's capital to act a goddamn fool. To act a damn fool. I'm talking about grown people with kids, grandkids, grown people with careers and fully developed brains acting a fool, rushing the nation's capital. And I saw people make excuses for these individuals after they did all of that. I still saw some people making excuses for them after they was acting belligerent, acting out of their mind. These are people, again, with careers, people that's grown, got children, grandkids, all of that. People that own businesses, acting a plumb fool. And people made excuses for them. So you think I'm going to paint? I'm not judging these kids. I'm not judging these college kids at all. I'm not judging these college students at all when I know they're being antagonized by a group of young bigots. I'm not doing it. I'm not painting them as immoral. I'm not. When I know the fearless debaters came on Tennessee State University's campus with bad intentions. So I'm not painting these young students as immoral at all. Leave black folks alone. Leave us be. Stop harassing black folks to try to provide credibility to your racist rhetoric, right? Because that's what they were doing, trying to provide credibility to their racist rhetoric by saying, see, I told you these black people, they're irrational. You can't talk to them. You can't debate with them. Look how violent they are. Look how mean-spirited they are. Look how aggressive they are. Look how they are bullies and all that. Look at them. They're nothing but bullies. That's what they wanted to do, and they wanted to show that. That was their entire goal. They wanted that to happen. They didn't come on campus with no intention to debate peacefully. They wanted black folks to get mad at them and cuss them out. They wanted to be harmed. They really wished that they were left battered and bloody to incite war with black folks. That's what they really wanted. They wanted to leave the campus battered, bloody, and probably unconscious to show that black people are heathens and vile animals, even the black kids at colleges. So if the black kids at colleges are like this, just imagine what the kids who aren't educated, the black kids who aren't educated would do. That was their whole entire purpose. And you're not going to pull the wool over me and a lot of other black folks' eyes and think that you were coming to campus with the intention to peacefully debate and just to show love and spread kindness and happiness. I don't believe it. I don't believe you. You need more people. You don't need more people at all. I know what time it is. So knock it off. Knock it off. They came on campus with ill intentions. They got what they was looking for. And TSU students rightfully ran them up out of there. Get up out of here. You don't have good intentions coming on campus. You came on here to just be disrespectful and to show your racist ways. Machiavelli Mills TV, I'm out, y'all. Peace.